Hello everybody, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Sengoku Gensoukyou. Last time, we defeated the Makai Goddess Army. However, young Alice didn't want to accept that fact and instead grabbed her Grimoire and absorbed all its power for one last final battle. So, for this battle here, instead of using my magician team again, let's make things a little more stupid and instead send in all the characters who were playable or available in Mystic Square. Not that that actually does anything good for me. Actually, that's a really dumb idea, but still, let's do that. Because I want to die. No, actually I don't. Yeah, let's send in those 5 characters. Everybody who had a conversation here, except for Mima. And welcome the battle against Extra Stage Alice. Actually, I don't welcome that battle at all. Okay, for this battle, you want to be really careful, especially if you're underleveled like I am. You really want to be at least level 40 with a couple of characters. So what you want to do, we have Alice here. She's, for right now, our least priority. Our priority is taking down the Heart card and the Diamond card. Because, well, Alice has, her special ability is a random effect between buffing, debuffing, dealing damage and healing. That's bad enough already. And she can revive that card characters. But I believe she can do that only when all cards are dead. Club can use the cover ability. So if needed, we have to defeat Club as well. Heart can heal characters, so that card can should die as quickly as possible. Spade can use something like Focus Punch or something like that, either a stronger attack or an attack that won't cause it to receive any damage. And Diamond can use Cheer. If it uses 3 cheers on one character, especially Alice, then the game is over for you already. You can't deal any more damage, especially if Alice later on gets healed by Heart or her abilities. So, let's kill Heart or Diamond. Diamond because you're not very far away. Mima, I probably will have to attack Club sooner or later, but let's take Spade, Heart, not Spade. And Reimu, yeah, let's attack. I can't get closer to Diamond, so let's attack Heart as well, in the hopes that it won't heal eventually. And I guess it's something with like Charge Punch that Spade can use. Okay, yeah, let's attack Heart first, because it can heal and healing is always bad. Okay, Heart is down, it barely does anything anymore. Okay, so Club is using cover now, so we can't attack Heart any further. However, I do not care, because Heart barely heals anything anyway. So instead, let's attack Alice. Right, Club is protecting Alice now. Okay, so let's attack Club. And kill Diamond. Fast! Fun fact, I had a failed recording because what I earlier said, with Diamond upping Alice's, well, buffing Alice 3 times, I couldn't kill her anymore. I dealt like 40 damage to her, but her having 2000 HP. So yeah, get Diamond killed as quickly as possible, and killed, not low HP, because Cheer works anytime, fully. Ugh, such an annoying card. However, now things should be manageable again. Okay, let's get Club even further down in HP, because, well, I want to kill Club eventually so I can attack Alice again. And if you keep using cover, then I'm going to kill you. I don't mind Club. I just hope that Alice can only revive those card characters if all of them are dead, like I assumed earlier. So, yeah, let's retreat from Alice with Yuka, because Alice has really high stats now. Ah, okay, debuff. Yeah, and due to that, if you try to physically attack her, that will cause you to get a lot of damage. trust me, like, Yuka would lose half of her HP, at least. So I'm going even with Mima, who barely deals any damage with physical attack, with ranged attacks. Even with her, I'm going into far range. Cool, Mima 777, lucky 7 HP. And thanks Heart for not healing yourself. So what we have to hope for now is that Alice actually doesn't use her healing special ability, because that would be really bad. With the amount of HP she still has left, she probably could heal Heart fully, which is really bad. Obviously. Because then Heart can heal pretty well again. And 29, okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, Alice. Yeah, now, don't even worry about the Heart and Spade cards anymore, because really, even if your characters die, you can just get new characters again. Ultimate Magic. Which one is it this time? It is debuff. Okay, I'm fine with debuffing because my characters die quicker than Alice buffed 3 times. So yeah, I can get new characters, but I cannot get Alice to be exchanged. Well, Alice, not Alex Murgatroyd. Okay. Seems like things are going a lot better than last time. Ultimate Magic, okay. Oh, by the way, Alice can buff as well, so if that happens... What's that? Heal! Oh god! We have to attack hard eventually. Yeah, let's attack hard. Even if it's the wrong kind of range, but I don't care. I want to be hard, low on HP, really low if at all possible. Marisa, are you the only one who isn't debuffed yet? Wow. Oh, I can't advance as long as Spade is still alive. Let's hurt Spade then. And Mima's pretty useless now. She's probably debuffed like 2 or 3 times. And Yuka's down because she wasn't debuffed too often. Okay. And we have Ran Yakumo here. Nice. She can actually do something about the fact if Alice is buffed or Ran herself debuffed, because she can buff herself. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I don't have any characters really that can deal with debuffing the character. The enemy characters. Yeah, that's good. I don't want to kill Heart completely because I fear that if I do that, even if Spade is still alive, I fear that it might make Alice use her reviving ability a lot sooner. I don't know if it is completely random as well. Oh, actually I wanted to... I want to retreat, dang it! Okay, let's not attack at least. Yeah, I don't know if it's completely random or if she uses it only when the enemy characters are all dead, well, all the cards. So yeah, I don't want to risk anything. And you can heal Spade as much as you like, I don't care about that. Okay, let's use Ran's special ability. The only time it is really useful, because, well, in Endless Battles, I don't care about the cost of, well, the turn cost, because we have unlimited turns anyway. Ultimate Magic, let's hope that that won't be buffing. No, it debuffs us again. I don't really mind, apparently it has only debuffed Horai and Alice and maybe Marisa. Actually, maybe her debuff first, well... lowers the buff count of the enemy characters. Yeah, let's keep attacking Alice, even if we barely deal any damage. Okay, Horai Doll is dead. And now we have Chen, nice. Now we have Ran and Chen in one team. Oh, I can only do that once, huh? Okay. Let's deal melee attack damage. Because I'm close. I don't want to get far again. Because I fear that Ran will only get hurt due to that. Well, sooner than with attacking, or yeah, you know what I mean. That I, all in all, can deal less damage over time. So, Marisa, you can keep attacking Alice. Yeah, so if you first kill Diamond, then be sure that Heart is low on HP, then this battle should be doable. And Chen, I'm letting you use your Shiki possession as well. And she debuffed herself, though I hope it wasn't the attack stat. And she's debuffing us again! Oh god. Okay, but fortunately enough she didn't heal the other characters, which I greatly appreciate. So much for that. Now the heart card healed itself. So Marisa, you keep attacking Alice. And a cat is trying to climb my desk. What was that? Oh, Chan's stats probably got reshuffled again. Let's go close to Alice, why not? I mean, it isn't like we need to keep Chen alive. Especially with her level of 24, because I didn't level her up. And come on, only one more attack! Then Alice is defeated! Yes! Alice is down! We've made it! We cannot lose this anymore. If we did, that would be really embarrassing. And Marisa and Alice are even still alive. And Shanghai was in the beginning part. No, Shanghai wasn't in the beginning party. Oh well. Wow. Marisa? Alice? You two rock! But we knew that already. And all we need to do now is killing the last two remaining characters, which shouldn't be any problem at all. Especially now that Heart is dead, and with the remaining characters that we still have left in, in our character list, losing is not an option, unless we lose on purpose. But why should we? And thus the battle is ended, with Ran having another 666 as HP. No way! The power of the Grimoire of ultimate magic running through Alice was truly terrifying. The entire group barely managed to beat it together, and was left exhausted from it. But it was not all over yet. This is ridiculous! It ain't called ultimate for nothing. It's not over yet! I haven't lost yet! No way, she still has so much power left? Alice stood up again, and magical energy began to gather around her. But it was not Alice. It was from the Grimoire itself. It was clear that the Grimoire now had its own will. The other Alice, the one from Gensoukyou, jumped in front of her. Stop! Throw that book away! As if! Who would listen to an order like that? What can I say to make her stop? If I don't figure it out soon, she'll... I can still fight! See all this magic power Oh crap! Why can I control this power? Alice pulled back exhausted, just like Reimu's group. But the Grimoire continued to release an seemingly limitless amount of power. It was reaching critical mass and enveloping its master as it went berserk. Let go of that book, now! I don't wanna! Why are you so stubborn? The uncontrollable magic energy flew in all directions. The overflowing power then seized Alice and lifted her into the air slowly. A small hole started to open in the space nearby. That hole! No! That hole was opened by this crazy power. Who knows where it'll lead to? No! Why can't I move my hand away from this book? Hey, can't you do anything? That's asking far too much. I can't generate magic power to counter that thing so quickly. Ugh, my charms aren't working at all either. No! Help! Someone, save me! Alice whispered as her body inched closer and closer to the hole. The Grimoire was emitting a magical wall that prevented anyone from getting close to her, or even destroying the wall itself. The only way to counter the power of the Grimoire was to throw an equally large amount of power at it. But even the slightest mistake in judgment would cost Alice her life. Everyone was starting to give up. Then, I have to stop her! What? It's dangerous! Don't go in there! What the? Why isn't that wall doing anything? You think I know? Alice had dived right into the swirl of energy. If it was anything else, they would have been repelled, but the magical energy provided no resistance against her at all, and easily led her through to the center. It was as if the magical energy had decided to let her in. It was as if Alice instinctively knew that the magical energy would let her in. You... It's going to be alright. Alice touched the grimoire, and the raging magical energy lost its force. The energy started to return to the grimoire. All the energy disappeared inside the book. It then closed itself, never to be opened again. Alice floated slowly to the ground, into the arms of the other Alice. She then placed her onto the floor. There were no longer any traces of the magical energy within her. Are you alright? And how were you able to just waltz into the middle of that tempest anyway? All I can say is, I don't really know. And I get the feeling that we shouldn't be delving any deeper than that. I agree. I've got things in my memories that better off left alone too. I'm pretty sure that you're talking about something entirely different. She's right though. It'll cause a time paradox. Just kidding. What? Don't interrupt us like that! My. Such an impolite reaction, don't you think? Anyway, it's time to watch over the emotional reunion. Yuka winked, then turned to look at where Shinki was standing over the tiny Alice. The entire area was surrounded by silence. Lady Shinki. Little Alice. Shinki opened up the palm of her right hand and slowly brought it to the air. Alice closed her eyes in fear of what she thought was to come, but it never came. Instead, Shinki's hands entwined around her back and pulled her body close. A feeling of warmth enveloped Alice. Alice slowly opened her eyes to reveal Shinki's face right in front of her. I wanted to be strict and scold you, but I just can't. Lady Shinki, why? It wouldn't change anything if I did, right? I don't know how you got that book, but you shouldn't do things like that. But... I thought that if I left it at that, then we'd have lost. I thought that if I didn't protect you, then you wouldn't look after me anymore. Thank you. But you didn't have to think so hard over it. It was never a battle where our lives were on the line after all. But you took care of all of us, so it's our duty to... No, it isn't. Eh? Shinki released Alice from her embrace, then put her hands onto her frail shoulders. Alice's clear and bright eyes shone right back at her. Sarah, Louise, and little Yumeko can take care of themselves now. But you, little Yuki, and little Mai all still need my care and protection. But then we don't have any reason to exist. Little Alice, I really get angry if you keep repeating that. I don't need some silly reason for that. Because you're all my precious children. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Lady Shinki. The dam that held back Alice's tears finally broke, and Shinki gently held her close. Shinki then slowly stood up and turned to face Reimu's group. Now then, it's about time we head back. Thanks for all your hard work, everyone. No, this was nothing. It was fun. Shall we come back sometime? Boo, you're mean and stupid, Alice. Agreed. Lady Shinki, the preparations required to return to Makai are complete. We may leave at any time. As excellent as I expected, Yumeka. You're going back, huh? Yeah, we can't leave Makai empty for too long. I'm its goddess after all. Come back anytime you want. Actually, you'll make me remember bad things again, so try not to come back too often. We'll win next time. Alright everyone, we're going home. Reimu, Marisa, Yuka, and everyone else. Who are you calling everyone else? And you, Miss Possibility. Thank you very much for saving little Alice just now. Okay, let's go. Don't forget us this time. She smiled at me. Shinki waved in the air, and a band to Makai appeared, just like when they showed up. Once the last person went through it, it disappeared into thin air. It's all over. Though it feels like the best parts were already taken by a certain someone else. Well, that's to give the others some of the spotlight too. And that brings the curtain down on Yukari Yakumo's board game. Did you all have fun? Yeah, they'll pop up out of nowhere! And this all happened because of you! Stop doing this kind of things already! Oh? I thought it was very popular and highly praised. It was so interesting and enjoyable, wasn't it? Enjoyable for you, maybe. I'd rather have had some yokai start an incident. Yukari, you got more important things to think about. Hope you didn't think I'd forget. My, what are you talking about? Don't act dumb! You know what it is. Now grant me my wish like I promised. You're still hung up on that, huh? Well, I suppose a promise is a promise. What do you want? Of course it is. What I wish for... It ain't so major, but... I want permission to be able to sneak into every single place. What? I'm the #1 collector of rare items in Gensoukyou after all. And I'm sure there's even more rare stuff hidden somewhere in Gensoukyou. The SDM, Oil, Haikikyokuro, A&A. These are the ones that come to mind immediately. There's definitely rare items there, and in other places. Thus, in order to search for and appropriate those items, I want to be allowed to sneak into those kind of places. May I ask a question? It's not like they're strangers to you, so why not just go there normally rather than sneak in? You don't get it. You don't get it at all. Treasures that just fall into your lap ain't no different from normal valuables. You need to overcome barriers, persevere through hardships, and finally take it with your own 2 hands. That's when its worth shoots up like crazy. Is this what one would call missing the forest for trees? That doesn't matter. You heard my wish, so granted already. Denied. I feel the exact same as Reimu. I don't really care either way, but I suppose Yuma may have something to say about that. Lady Yuko, you can't let intruders in so easily. I will slice all trespassers into pieces. It's fine if you want to drop by, but stealing's a step too far, so I shall have to deny it as well. Hey Yukari, what happened to my wish? I did say I would fulfill it to the best of my capabilities. If it involves getting other people's permissions, that's a different matter altogether. What? Then that's totally meaningless. Aw, why did I have to fight so hard all this while for? Gee, does it really matter? You always sneak into their places already anyway. If you're allowed to, then all those hardships disappear too. Nah, everyone's been getting more cautious lately. If I can't sneak in anymore, I'll be in real trouble. Well, that settles Marisa's wish. What about you, Reimu? Me? A wish. She hadn't actually thought of what she'd wish for. The Reimu from before and the Reimu standing here now wouldn't be able to answer that question. But it would be for very different reasons. Come on, let's get ready for the party. We have to get it done before the sun sets. What's that supposed to mean? Ah, so we're having one after all. I'll head back first and start preparing. I shall go as well. I've seen that mansion from far away a lot of times, but I've never actually went there. Kirno, let's eat a lot of tasty food. Yeah, I'm hungry. I suppose I can stay awake a little while longer. A party's the perfect place for our music. We'll send goosebumps down your arms. I'll sing with all my heart. I'll collect admission fees. All of you should stop that. Yes, anyway, let's get a move on. What? You've been grinning to yourself for a while now. It's a secret. Can't you actually smile without making others suspicious for once? Whatever, we're heading off first. Hey, wait up! Reimu flew off to the sky. She saw no one in front of her, but she did not need to turn back to look. There would be people around her, looking towards her, and following after her. That was something she now knew. She would no longer live alone. Instead, she would live for herself and everyone else. She did not know how to phrase her feelings in words, but surely, in the non-too-distant future, she would learn. The Hakare Shrine Maiden, Reimu Hakare, the protector of Gensoukyou, simply smiled quietly to herself. And that concludes Sengoku Gensoukyou. So, yeah, now that we have the ending credits here, I guess this is a good time to rate this game. I know I change my mind about the rating like every other minute, but still I at least can give it a momentary rating, right? So like always, let's start with the story. I really like the story here, the story of the game. It's nothing epic or special, it's not even anything important going on until the Makai Army actually shows up and conquers a couple of territories. But still, it's a nice view in Reimu's usual daily life. When Yukari wants to do some stuff. When she annoys everyone again. But still, it's just showing some characters interacting with each other in a more or less enjoyable game. For them, I mean. So yeah, I give this story here an 8.5 out of 10. For the gameplay, it's nice. I'm usually not that much of a fan of conquering or strategizing games, but it's done well enough in the story mode. In the later, by beating this game you unlock another mode, which is basically a free play mode, and I'll get to that next time maybe. But yeah, the gameplay is handled well enough, and I do like the RPG elements and the battle system. Although at times I think the game's just screwing with me. But still, when the game isn't screwing around with me, then I think this game's gameplay has earned its 8 out of 10. For the graphics? Well, there it really depends on the artist who has worked on a character portrait. Because, characters like Marisa or Yuiko, I really love their portraits. And Pachuri there. But then again, there are characters or pictures like that Ain't Take group picture Yeah, those are just laughably bad. Okay, not so much the character portraits, but the 8-hit picture especially. But if you consider all the graphics overall, I think it's earned another 8.0 out of 10. For the music, I like the music, really. Especially the boss music. I think there is not even a single boss song that I don't like. Unfortunately, the stories, or well, the conversation songs at times are a bit lackluster, but other than those, I think this game has a really good soundtrack, so I give this game a 9.0 out of 10 for the music. As for the replayability, if you like this kind of game, I think, yeah, replayability is medium. If you don't, well, it's not. The replayability is just, well, medium. So overall, I give this game an 8.5 out of 10. Also, just by the way, I had to record this credit scene here with a little trick to actually get it recorded. Ha! Take that, game, and not wanting to be recorded properly. Yukari was drifting over the Hakare shrine. From her position, she could see Reimu sweeping the shrine grounds as usual. The atmosphere was quiet, showing no hint of the ruckus that occurred just a while ago. Yukari looked down on that scene, fully satisfied. Beside her was another figure, looking at Yukari with a similar satisfied expression. You've been staring at me for quite a while now. Do I have sake on my face? Even if you do, I don't need it. I'm just glad that it all turned out well. Yes, and it's all thanks to your strength. Were you really okay with that unpleasant duty I gave you? You were worried about that, Yukari? It's fine, fine. Only used to be like that in the old days after all. Still, thank you. Well, it's still a bit too much to expect her to change immediately. But it's definitely happening, however slow it is. You were watching then, right? Oops, I was found out. I wanted to convey to her the importance of her friends and allies. The ones that would always stand beside her. Back when yokai and human got along much worse, the Hakare had to be solitary and aloof. The blood grew thicker with each generation, weakening their hearts. But that era is no more. I started this entire game all to teach Reimu about the concept of friends and allies. Hey, wait a sec. What about all that stuff about incidents? That's inclusive of my original intent. If Reimu's heart remained as weak as it was, if a truly major incident occurred, she would surely make a mistake. Well, I'm sure she has an idea of the right thing to do now. I'd be really mad if she didn't anyway. Indeed. Now, it's time for us to stop being busybodies and keeping an eye on her all the time. Let's just watch over her every so often now. Right, I'll go over to the shrine for a drink then. Call me if anything happens. Suika waved goodbye and flew towards the Hakare shrine, leaving Yukari to take one last glance at Reimu. Yukari caught her just in time to see her raising her head to greet her guest. What, you're here again? Of course, it's like my daily routine. Am I interfering with anything? Nah, you aren't. Take a seat and relax for a bit. I'll go make some tea. As you wish. You're being real weird though. Did you eat something bad? Who knows? Weirdo. Looks like we've got another guest. Good grief, why does everyone always gather around here? Ah, well, guess I'll go greet them. Gazing at the usual sky, feeling the usual wind, with her usual friends beside her. Reimu herself may well have been unaware, but something inside her was changing, slowly but surely. Friends as far as she could see, all of them looking towards the path to tomorrow. Their journey had just begun. And now that we've beaten the game fully one time, we now have extra content. But I will go over that another time. So this was NCS, and farewell for now.